If your diary is anything like mine, then it's going to be full of carol services, opportunities to have schools and preschools coming into church so you can tell the Christmas story. I wanted to encourage you to focus on one often overlooked character in the Christmas story. Obviously not Jesus, it's not Mary and Joseph, not the shepherds, although often in life we marginalise the poor and the powerless, but in the Christmas story we put them at the front and centre. It's not the Magi, even though they come in late and they come in unexpectedly, they come from a different place, a different race and a different religion. Now all those characters have their place, but the often overlooked character in the Christmas story is you. Because so often we tell the story as if it's something that God did a long time ago and far, far away. What we need to do is we need to tell people that this is an ongoing story, this is a personal story, that what God did then, what He's continuing to do now, affects our lives now. So my encouragement would be to make sure that we put testimony into our telling of the Christmas story, and we talk about how God's gift of Jesus at Christmas has changed our life. It's powerful when you put your story into His story. And that's something that we've been trying to do in New Wine, particularly in the last season. I've just turned a manuscript into SPCK called Greater Things, which is going to tell the story of what God has done over the 30 years of New Wine Summer Conferences. And it's so encouraging to hear about lives that have been changed, people who have been healed, ministries that have been birthed, churches that have been planted, communities that have been transformed. God has done amazing things. And it's not a history book where we look back to what God has done, but it's an ongoing testimony of His faithfulness and a reminder that we're part of that story as we go on into the future. So this Christmas, let's share what God has done in our lives. Let's make sure we talk about the personal impact that is happening today and will happen as we go confidently into the future with God. And as we go into the coming year, as we're celebrating 30 years of New Wine Summer Conferences, as we move to Peterborough for the first time, then let's come together as a family, excited about what God is going to do, because we know all the amazing things He's done in the past. What God has done in the past shows us who He is today, and it's a promise of what He wants to do in the future. So my prayer is for you and for your church that you'll have a fantastic celebration of Christmas, that many lives will be touched, and that you'll go confidently into 2019, knowing that God will be there because God has come in Jesus.